Hello there, friends. I want to appreciate you for liking our past editions and your willingness to partner with us. We're getting calls and connections with people all over the world. You're welcome to African Development Network. My name is Barisiken Emmanuel. I'm the international spokesperson of the African Development Network, and I'm too sure that the past videos has been an instrument of turnaround, information, transformation around your life, your business, your career. What we're here is basically to connect with you to make sure that your vision, your passion becomes a reality. We all believe that when we work together as Africans and when we network with each other in our own sphere of influence, and we're sure that the continent is going to come alive again. And this is close to about 59, 60 years that several nations under the African continent have gotten their independence, but there's nothing to show. Why? Because of the thing I'm going to be talking about today. I have been in a series of training sessions on this platform on 20 things, 20 reasons why African nations have not experienced the required transformation and development, and 20 things that we need to do if we want to experience transformation and develop like other continents. If you want your country, you're Ghanaian, you're from Tunisia, you're from Kenya, South Africa, Nigeria, Liberia, you're from anywhere you are, and you are so worried and so burdened about the deterioration in your country, please, let's work together. I've done a 13th series, and today is the 14th edition of that broadcast. I'm going to do that up to 20. And I want you to know that it's a new dawn for you. Your vision will come to realization as long as you partner with us and as long as we work together as a team. So let's get connected with each other and let's see how we're going to work together to see how the continent develops. So anywhere you are, you're a trader, you're a plumber, you are an electrician, you're an engineer, you are a medical personnel, you are a pastor, you are an imam, you are involved in one entertainment business, whatever it is, we are working together to make sure that this becomes a reality. So let's get connected and see how we transform our educational sector, transform our religious sector, transform our arts and culture sector. This is our drive. This is our commitment. For now, while we wait for you to partner with us to make sure your vision works, African Development Network is being sponsored or championed by iGold Africa. iGold means Initiative for Good Governance, Leadership and Economic Development. It's also been sponsored ethically by Faith House Leadership Center, and also funded by Leeds Faith House Company Limited. So let's work together and see how we make progress accordingly, and your life, your continent will never remain the same again. So today I'll be focusing on the 14th thing that we must do, or the 14th thing that has actually kept the continent of Africa stagnated and our development has not been the way it ought to be. And the 14th thing has to do with the indifferent attitude of agents of transformation. The indifferent attitude of agents of transformation. You know what? I was just looking at how much I have actually existed. I'm 43, 44 years now. But just about, let's say 15 years ago, I began to drive. 15, 16 years ago, I began to realize that I am a very important person when it has to do with the development and transformation of my continent, transformation of my nation, transformation of my society, transformation of my street, transformation of my state. And whenever agents of transformation are indifferent, when people do things unpatriotic, when people do not care about the next person on the left-hand side, the next person living across the other building, it affects the whole entire system. But as long as we begin to work together, as long as we begin to share burdens, as long as we begin to share responsibilities, I'm too sure that our country, our continent, our community will experience a new change. Let us understand this particular truth that I've actually emphasized now. It is mark of irresponsibility to walk and then walk away from people who are being exploited by some certain levels of people in society. When agents of transformation, when agents of personal, human, and national transformation keep silent, when they don't say anything, when they are not bothered, it affects the whole system. We have a whole lot of people in our continent, in my nation, Nigeria, who are worried, who are just complaining and sitting on the fence. They have what it takes financially. You have what it takes intellectually. You have what it takes educational-wise. You have what it takes connection-wise. You have a lot of influence around you. But you are not just doing anything about it. You watch people die carelessly. You watch the police deal with people. You are a lawyer. You cannot go and do pro bono cases for people just because you are just centered on yourself. Or you just go to the website or your social media or other platforms and complain and then walk out. And this is why tyrants are everywhere enjoying and having their carnival on the lives of people. The other time I talked about the issue of ignorance. You have a radio station, you have a television station, you have a newspaper company, you have a Facebook handle, you have an Instagram handle. You don't want to be part of the system because you're scared. Either you're scared or you're part of the ignorant people, or you feel that as long as you are secure, that there's nothing you're going to be, it's not going to touch you. Your children are outside the country, or your children are schooling in one of those developed countries, then you're not worried about the educational system. You don't want to do anything about it. I'm a Christian. I'm so worried because a lot of church people do not get involved in politics. We don't want to know anything that has to do with governance. We feel that it's just a selected few criminals. And that's why the criminality and criminals are multiplying every day in that sphere of influence, the political and the governance sphere of influence. But as long as we as agents of transformation have refused to do anything, evil is perpetuated when good people don't say anything. This is one of the reasons why African Development Network is giving you and I the platform to express ourselves and get protected. You are a military officer. You don't like the way things are going. You are an agent of transformation. Several people are just trying to say, I don't want to get involved. Oh, no. I don't want anybody to kill me. No. Whether you are outspoken or not, you're going to die one day. If you're worried about the things that are going on in the educational sector, you are an agent of transformation. There is this denominator when it has to do with agents of transformation. They are worried. They are perturbed. They go sleepless nights. Why? Because of a burden, because of a vision, because of a challenge in the system. If you're worried about the way pornography, the way sexuality is being mismanaged in the entertainment sector, you are an agent of transformation. If you're worried the way policemen and women, they're handling people, exploiting people in your country, in your continent, you are an agent of transformation. If you're worried about what your president is doing, if you have sleepless nights, if you're wishing, if you're desiring, oh, I wish I'm a president, I wish I'm the MD of my company, as long as those thoughts are just there in your heart, you are part of the people that I'm looking for as an agent of transformation. As long as you want people to get out of poverty, as long as you hate corruption, as long as you're doing one or two little things anywhere you are in order to make sure that the lives of people, that there's improvement in your sphere of influence, you are an agent of transformation. As long as you're an activist, you are an agent of transformation. As long as you are a a pastor, you are an imam, you speak against injustice, you speak against exploitation, as long as you are a crusader of social justice, you are an agent of transformation. As long as you're worried about the way women are being raped, as long as you are burdened in your heart when it has to do with the issue of child abuse, as long as you are worried when it has to do with the issue of unemployment, the rate at which the educational sector is going down in your continent, you are an agent of transformation. The list can go on and on. You want to champion a new move for the young people. You are creating Twitter handles, you have created Facebook handles and WhatsApp handles and all that social media handles. All you're pushing is to see how things can be better. All you're trying to drag your friends into to see how you can assist them make advancement. Wow, you are an agent of transformation. This is one of the reasons why African Development Network wants you. We're going to work with you whenever you and I keep quiet. I'm just doing my own bit. I'm just doing my own time because there is no time. It's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to work together. It's time for us to synergize. As long as we are not talking, as long as we are not working together, as long as we are not standing up to speak, as long as we are not engaging projects, we are not creating programs, as long as we are not pushing our resources, as long as we are not galvanizing strengths, potentials, finances, when it has to do with the development of our community, the continent will not develop. The system will get bad and worse. The system will also come back and turn against us if we don't say anything. I was like you before, until I began to go crazy, as it were, quote unquote, until I began to stir up some few things in my environment. Wow, you're going to get agitations, you're going to find people fight you, you're going to find people wake up to make sure that they deal with you. But you know what? There is this stirring up, there is this boldness, there is this courage, there is excitement, there is this satisfaction when you are an agent of transformation. The world is waiting for you. We need to work together to make sure that we rise up and speak out. Whenever agents of transformation are indifferent, whenever agents of transformation are indolent, whenever agents of transformation are docile, when it has to do with their society, when they are not bothered, when they are not worried, when they are not perturbed about the rape that is going on, the robbery that is going on, whether pen robbery or armed robbery, it doesn't matter what it is. When they are not worried about the way educational system is collapsing in Africa, when they are worried about how political systems are being exploited against to the peril of the masses, whenever we don't say anything, wicked people perpetuate their activities. Oh my God, listen to me. It's time for us to rise up. It's time for us to work together. It's time for us to work as a team. This is why the African Development Network is working for you. This is why I'm already on this broadcast synergizing with a lot of persons. Please make sure that you click on the like button before I leave you. My name is Barrister Ikenna Emmanuel. I am the international spokesperson of the African Development Network. As we work together, we see a new Africa. We see your vision come to realization. I believe that this video has stirred up and motivated you to do something about your vision. Maybe you've dropped your vision. Wake up and start it up again. Let's get connected, and we're going to show you how to get about it, get funds, get people work with you. We have thousands of series of persons who are going to work with you, and we're sure that this continent called Africa will experience speedy recovery when it has to do with the deterioration we have been experiencing for more than 60 years now. Africa believes in you. I believe in you. God believes in you. African Development Network believes in you. So, I'm done with you for today. Make sure you click on the share button, share with your friends, share with your relatives and other agents of transformation. And together, we're going to build a strong Africa. We're going to build a strong system. We're going to build a set of people who will champion this revolution that is about to hit the continent of Africa. So wherever you are from West Africa, South Africa, East Africa, North Africa, whether you're living outside Africa soil, you are part of this move. Till I see you on the 15th things. The 15th thing that has actually made Africa not to experience development. Do have a nice day.